Hi guys, so we're going to talk about partitioning and exactly how we do that with equal pieces, as well as just double checking that we all can do that. So partitioning is just that great big fancy word for dividing it in equal pieces, which we've already talked about. However, now it's going to be your turn to partition them and to make sure they're equal pieces. I'm going to tell you one of the best things for you to have when you get ready to do your work today is a pencil and making sure it has a good eraser. These are important. That's what they're there for. You know that. I use those all the time. I'm constantly saying erase. Well, today you may have to erase. If you're like me, I can't get it right every time, and I have to erase it and fix it, and that's okay. So let's look at these first four shapes here. I'm going to mix those up there. These first four shapes, we have a square, circle. Do you know what that one is? Hopefully trapezoid, and an isosceles triangle. All right, so we're going to divide these up in halves. So if you think about the fraction 1/2, the half, what's the bottom number? 2, right? So 2. So we're going to make these in halves. So we just would take our marker, or in your case, your pencil, and you would divide these directly in half. Okay, now they're not perfect, but they're pretty close. All right, so if we would want to, these are all divided in halves. If we would want to, we could actually color it in, and that way you could see maybe 1/2. All right, so let's look at the rest of these. First of all, this was one of my favorites, and I have a hard time drawing it sometimes, but how about thirds? Could you draw something in thirds? I'll even draw a nice rectangle here because I'm sure we can draw that in thirds as well. I'll go, that way we can divide that board in half. How about thirds in 3 equal pieces? All right, so you can do it 2 ways. You can make a really fat Y, or you can make a peace sign. So I usually make a peace sign, but I don't always get it. Oh, that's not too bad. 3 equal pieces. All right, how about my rectangle? Let's see if I can do it just as well. Oh, pretty good. All right, 3 equal pieces. So if we colored in 1 piece of them, we know we would have 1/3. Okay, so now we're going to divide into 4 equal pieces this section, okay? So there's a couple different ways to do that for our square. Hopefully, you're shouting, you could draw horizontal and vertical lines. And I would say, yes, you're absolutely right. Horizontal and vertical lines, very good. What's another way to make 4 equal pieces of this square? Hopefully, you said drawing diagonals. Okay, same thing with the circle. You can draw your, what I call like your window marks. It's not exactly perfect, but that's pretty close. And our, ooh, I bet you've seen this sign before. Let me do this. This will help you understand. How many of you have seen that railroad sign before? Absolutely. So these are all in fourths. How would you draw a rectangle in fourths? You're right. You could either draw it in horizontal lines or vertical lines. Either way, I'm going to draw a vertical. Let's see if I can do it. 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh, I made it too big. So because I'm right here on the board, I can fix that just a little bit. Again, that's where you would use your eraser. How about, same thing, but let's do it horizontally. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Fourths. Ooh. Do you remember what this shape is from our review yesterday? How about a rhombus? A rhombus. It's like a kite, isn't it? And those should be equal pieces. Very good. So these are all in fourths. Or if we colored one of them in, we would have 1/4. Okay. Ooh, look at this shape. What is this shape? I love it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sides. Hopefully you've screamed pentagon. Very good. Pentagon. Let's see. If it's called a regular pentagon, the word regular in front of it means that it has equal pieces. So I'm hoping, I'm going to draw my midpoint. I'm hoping I can get equal pieces. Let's see if I can do it. Uh-oh, this one's too low. Oh, Mrs. Gross is going to struggle with this. It needs to go right here. Nope. This may not work. Not too bad. This one would need to come up some. There we go. It's still not wonderful, but it's better. So we've divided this into 5 equal pieces. So this would be fifths. Remember, we use, when we're talking about how many pieces we've partitioned or divided in, we use those ordinal numbers. First wouldn't be one, but halves, even though that would be second. So from then on, it's the ordinal numbers, thirds, fourths, fifths, that type of thing. So if we were coloring one piece, of course, it would just be 1/5. Okay? All right, good luck on partitioning today. I know you'll do great. And guess what? We only have one more math lesson this week, and then you get an early spring break. So work hard, get this done, and then we will review and move on when we come back. We'll get to do even more. All right? Enjoy. Have a great day.